Welcome to It's Happening in Grand Prairie. I'm Georgia Clemson, and we have a fabulous guest for you to start our show. The entire show is fabulous, but we start with Amy Sprinkles, our Director of Communications in the City of Grand Prairie. Welcome.
Thank you.
Amy, you do so much for our city and always have. Now, as we enter the Thanksgiving season, part of that, of course, is thanks and giving. And we have such a generous community. Tell us how we can give back.
There are so many ways in Grand Prairie. Gosh, this is such a giving community. Everybody wants to know, how can I help?
Yes.
And so during the holidays, from Thanksgiving through Christmas, there are a number of ways for people to consider helping their neighbors. I'll start with one that's near and dear to my heart because I happen to run it for the City of Grand Prairie employees. We try to collect at least 100 new coats for kids every year. And so far, we've done that, even during COVID. We did.
Yes.
We are adding new jeans to that as well because the school district closets say they need some new jeans for kids. We do this in partnership with Kids Inc. We give them the donations that we gather. Those actually go to the schools. They hang in their closets so that the kids in need can pick and choose. So what I would say is if you want to donate a new coat or a new pair of jeans for kids of any ages, high school kids tend to not get a lot of donations in case you want to do the older kids. Right. We would take those donations from you anytime in December at any library or city hall. So, at Warmack, Maine, and City Hall.
Yes.
If you take it to the Shotwell Library, they'll bring it to me.
And this has been such a great offering from the city
Yes.
to kids in need of clothing,
Yes.
which is a part of the school GPISD, and that is such a great service that you are doing there, and you've done it for many years.
We've done it for several years. We welcome the public's participation. I target all of our employees. They're really good at this, but we always welcome the public to put in their new coats with ours.
Yes, and I'm glad you put in a good word for the older students because we don't get as many, and I hear there is a need for that as well.
There is a need also with Santa Cop, older kids. So Santa Cop starts their collections. They're doing it now. They'll have their boxes out in December as well. But you can donate anytime to Santa Cop financially on their website through PayPal. You go to Santa Cop GP is the website. I got that backwards. GPSantaCop.com. Mm-hmm. You can donate financially any time of the year. But as they gear up for the distribution, new unwrapped gifts, particularly for the older kids, we forget to buy for our teenagers. We always concentrate on the littles.
Right.
And they can't, so you can bring a new unwrapped gift to City Hall, to any fire station, to the public safety building in Epic Central, or you can go online and donate financially, and then they will invest that money in the gifts for the target markets that are not being served otherwise.
Right, and I like that option because some people do like going out and buying the gifts themselves.
They do.
But I prefer donating and let them take care of it because they know the gaps that need to be filled.
Yes. They can also use your volunteer help if you want to help sort gifts in the warehouse, if you want to help with the distribution. You can find all of that information on their website as well.
So those are two great options.
You can give time or money.
Right there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. United Charities does a huge job of donating, of distributing bags of groceries that are suitable for a Thanksgiving dinner, suitable for a Christmas dinner, specifically for those purposes. You can donate food to them, absolutely, but also a donation of money lets them buy the absolute ingredients that are going to make the stuffing, the turkey, the green beans, the cornbread, whatever that is, the mashed potatoes. Yes. So they all do all of that distribution of food. They serve hundreds and hundreds of families. So that is another great opportunity to help someone else.
Yes.
Churches always see what your local church is doing. I know that Cross Point Church, which is yours.
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all are collecting new coats and blankets for kids. Well, for anyone,
Right.
I think, right?
For anyone.
And you can donate that at the church.
Of course, and so many other churches reach out in that way as
They
well.
are. So check your own church and see what they're doing. At Farmers Market, if you want to donate clean new socks, you can drop off new socks at Farmers Market now through December. Those are going to be collected for distribution in the holidays. The Summit will have an angel tree. So if you want to adopt a senior, you can stop by the Summit in December and pick an item off the angel tree and donate that way as well. And then HACE, H-A-C-E,
Yes.
works very closely with our school district. They do a big gift distribution in early December, and they are accepting monetary donations now so that they may go buy those gift packages for their families in need that they've identified.
Yes, and they distribute those, don't they, at the Morton Elementary School?
They do. Dallas
Yes.
Morton Elementary School will be the distribution
They
point.
can just drive through and get their package there.
And Sonia Ortega, our friend, who's also on the
Yes.
Lifeline board and the
Yes.
Kids Inc. board,
Absolutely.
at sonia.ortega@gpisd.org can be the point of contact, or their board president, Gloria Carrillo. Both very, very involved in that organization and meeting the needs of those lowest income kids that are not probably going to have a Christmas otherwise.
Yes, and I love the fact that it does go through the school district and the counselors can help identify the ones
Yes.
most in need. And there's not a lot of, they target one and the other groups know that as well. They're working together.
We all share our information so we're not double and triple serving the
Right.
same family. We all share our information so that we can best fit the needs of that family with that organization's ability to give. Yes.
So we have so many opportunities, Amy.
Yes.
And that's just the ones that we know about. They can go, as we said, ask their own churches or other nonprofits that they're working with the opportunities.
Yes.
But this is a great time of year that we can be thankful and also share the blessings that we have with
Yes,
others.
Absolutely.
And Amy, you do such a great job of this, and you always have a heart for others, and we appreciate your service not only to the city, but through all the other organizations that you serve, and that you make Grand Prairie a better place to live.
Well, thank you. It is a blessing to have a job and to be honored to serve on a couple of boards that really make a difference.
Yes.
What we do matters, and that's such a blessing to my heart to be able to do that. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy, for being with us. And we'll be right back.
Grand Prairie, it's time to bag the bag and grab the bin. The city is no longer collecting recycled items in plastic bags because plastic bags damage processing equipment. Instead, use your recycling bin to hold items for pickup. And remember, only glass bottles and jars, metal cans, and paper products are okay. For more information, please visit gptx.org/recycling.
Welcome back, and we welcome our next guest, one of our favorites, Sarah Dudulick. Welcome, Sarah.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yes, and we know you're all about tourism and Visit Grand Prairie. So tell us what's happening here for the holiday season.
You know, it's so funny because anytime I come on the show, it's usually talking about upcoming events or things happening in the city. And each time I'm like, oh my gosh, our calendar's full, you know.
Yes.
And, you know, holiday events is no exclusion. Like, it's just so busy. So many things to do.
We have good options, though.
We
for those
do.
that are looking, you have some good options for us.
We do. So as we mentioned all the events, just, you know, for your viewers, you have your pen and paper ready, but if not, all of this is on the website that I'll refer to in a little bit. But I started out just with holiday shows at our theaters, so talking about Texas Trust CU Theater as well as Uptown Theater. And, you know, Texas Trust always brings us some really great shows.
Yes.
Starting the end of November on the 25th is Twas the Night Before, and this is a Cirque du Soleil show. So those are always super popular, well attended, a lot of fun.
And multiple shows, right?
Yes, it'll go all the way through December 11th. So
Great.
It's nice to have a show that lasts for few weeks. So And then just a couple of days after they leave, Brett Eldridge, which is a famous country artist, he's going to be doing his Christmas show at Texas Trust CU Theater. And so that's on the 13th. And then just a few days after that, on December 18th, we've got Michael Murphy's Cowboy Christmas coming to the theater as well. And of course, I could spout off shows at Texas Trust Theater all the way through the end of the year, but definitely check their website, because then you get into, even after the holiday shows, then you start New Year's shows, and then before you know it, we're in 2023 already.
That's
so.
right. That's
Yeah.
right.
And then at Uptown Theater, which is our little historic theater on Main Street, they're doing A Christmas Story, the musical, the first 2 weekends in December. So the 2nd through the 4th, and then also on the 9th through 11th. So make sure you get your tickets for that. Then they also have a Christmas variety show on December 12th. And then a tap company is going to be presenting the Nutcracker on December 19th. So lots of different options at that theater as well.
And that's at the Uptown?
At the Uptown.
Well, how exciting. That's
Yeah.
very good. Yes, lots of good options.
So lots of good shows to see at the theaters. And then I broke it up into holiday events. So, of course, our big holiday event for Grand Prairie is Prairie Lights, of course.
Yes.
And that'll begin on Thanksgiving night, and that'll run all the way through New Year's Eve. And so you've got lots of opportunities to go out down to Lynn Creek Park and do the drive-through, see the millions of Christmas lights, get your pictures with Santa.
Oh, yes.
All of those tradition things.
And the little walk-through as well at the tent.
Yes.
That's
yes.
always good to get photo ops there.
Yes, it's a really great signature event for Grand Prairie, so that one's always fun. And then Epic Waters is going to be presenting their H2 holidays, and that's just going to be, every day they're going to have different entertainers, contests, giveaways, just really celebrating the holiday season. And they're starting that on November 26th, and that'll go through December 25th. So lots of chances to go out there and, have fun in the water park. It stays warm in there, 80-something degrees year-round, so that's always fun.
Yes, that's something that you really don't expect to do during the holidays, but it's so great that we have Epic Waters.
Yes, yes. And then, City Hall will have the Christmas tree lighting on December 2nd, and so, make sure you don't miss that. Something new coming to downtown is there's going to be an ice skating rink that's going to take place on Main Street, and that's going to be open from December 2nd all the way through the 26th, being closed on Christmas Day. But more information about that, I know downtown would like for people to make reservations just so you're not waiting in line and things like that. But it is a free event, and so we've never had an ice rink downtown, so this will be, it'll be fun.
Sarah, do they provide the ice skates for you?
They do, yes.
Isn't that exciting?
Yes, yeah.
That is something that we haven't had, as you said, at City Hall, and we can make that a new tradition, hopefully.
Yes, yes. And then our friends at Ripley's is having on December 17th, they're doing breakfast with Santa, and also they're going to have a reindeer on site. So I think they're playing around with the idea of calling it pancakes with Prancer. I don't know if they settled on that menu item,
cute.
but it'll be fun. And of course, they'll have live reindeer out there, and so Ripley's is always a great time to go during the holidays, just because it's an indoor venue, but also in their wax museum they have the story of Christ, and then of course with pictures with Santa and all of that. So.
Yes, we love Ripley's, and they always do a great job of whatever they do.
Yes, yes. And then moving right into holiday shopping, I know Amy before mentioned places where you could donate things and items. So Traders Village is having their holiday market, and starting on November 26th all the way, of course, through the Christmas season. They're open Saturdays and Sundays. They'll also be doing pictures with Santa on the weekends. And Farmers Market will be having their gift market on the first 2 Saturdays in December, and then that will wrap up their season. So, really great opportunities to buy gifts for the holidays.
Yes.
Okay, when I looked, when I put this in the script, I was like, oh my gosh, IKEA is celebrating their 5th year anniversary. And
wow.
I just can't believe it's been 5 years.
I can't either, Sarah.
But they're going to be having lots of specials and holiday events and things like that as they celebrate their 5th year at IKEA. And then, of course, you know, more shopping opportunities at Grand Prairie Premium Outlets, Asia Times Square. You know, we even have a little gift shop in the Tourist Information Center where we're selling Grand Prairie swag, including, you know, Christmas ornaments and things like that. So lots of opportunities, lots of shopping in Grand Prairie. So.
Yes, you ended on some of my favorite things to do, is the outlet mall, and of course your shop is fabulous, and you can get those wonderful little ornaments there this year. And, well, she says Grand Prairie swag. I've got that fabulous pillow that says Grand Prairie on it on our sofa now. So
Oh, good.
I love that. You always have good options for us out there.
Thank you.
And tell them where that's located.
Yes, so the Tourist Information Center is at 2170 North Beltline. We're right at Gate 1 and Beltline, just north of I-30. So close to Lone Star Park, close to Texas Trustee Theater. So come see us.
Sarah, you've given us so many wonderful opportunities and such good information here. We're going to be so busy during the holidays. We'll need to take our vitamins just to keep up.
Yes, ma'am.
But thank you so much, Sarah. We appreciate you and all that you do, and your staff. You all are fabulous.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.
Now open daily, Epic Waters Indoor Water Park is epic in every wave. With 11 slides and attractions under a colossal retractable roof, Epic Waters Indoor Water Park is fun for the whole family, year-round, rain or shine. Buy your tickets at epicwatersgp.com.
Welcome back, and welcome to our next exciting guest. And we have 2 guests for you here. We have Paul Monroe, and we have Paulette Hopkins. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, we're excited to have a Paul and a Paulette, and we're excited about what you're going to tell us, what's coming to Grand Prairie. Why don't we start with Paulette? Paulette, get us started.
So we're bringing 'Twas the Night Before by Cirque du Soleil. Is the story of Isabella, a young girl who has a tradition of reading 'Twas the Night Before with her father on Christmas Eve every year. And she's gotten to the point where she feels like she's kind of outgrowing this tradition and kind of bored with it. When they're reading it this year and they're reading the poem, all of a sudden the whole poem comes to life and magic happens. And they're swept off, her and her father are swept off in this snowstorm, and they're separated, and they go through this fantastical journey of all of the magic of Christmas and the holidays, and of course the magic that Cirque du Soleil brings to the show, right? And each of the acts are actually themed to the lines in the poem. So you'll recognize a lot of the familiar lines about the reindeer and the sugar plums and on, and you'll just be awed and inspired by the magic of Cirque du Soleil and the beautiful performers and the costumes that they have. And of course then at the end it comes back together, and her father find each other, and she is filled with the magic and the spirit of Christmas once again.
What a wonderful story, and what a wonderful family-friendly event this will be. And where is it going to be?
It's going to be at the Texas Trustee Theater.
Texas Trustee Theater, right, and we have 25 performances. The dates are November 25th, so right after Thanksgiving. We're going to run all the way through December 11th, so plenty of performances. Most of the performances are going to be weekends, so there'll be 3 on Saturday, 3 on Sundays, and then they'll start back up on those Wednesdays through Friday at 7:30 p.m. So plenty of performances. Tickets are on sale right now, so they're moving pretty fast. So as you're kind of planning those holiday plans, you've got guests in town, this is a perfect time to come to Grand Prairie and Texas Trustee Youth Theater.
Yes, and they can go ahead and get their tickets right away, can't they?
They can. They can go to the ticket sales site, which is access.com, that's AXS.com, or they can go to cirquedusoleil.com. I won't spell that for you, but
That's
just
all
put
right.
Twas Cirque
Yes.
and you should find it.
Twas Cirque.
Yes.
And actually, Paul, you have done something with Cirque before, correct?
I have. I've worked, we brought Cirque du Soleil Curios to Lone Star Park. So that came probably about 5 years ago, talking about years of when IKEA opened up, it was about that same time. So Cirque du Soleil brings a lot of their tent shows. This is unique that it's one of these shows that's in a theater.
Yes.
So if many folks are watching that have been to maybe Las Vegas, they've seen maybe a Cirque show at one of the hotels or resorts. This is that same type of experience coming into a great theater that I think most folks know or have been to be indoors in kind of that winter setting and to watch it. But yeah, Cirque has been to Grand Prairie, and OVO, which is one of their tent shows, was recently in Fort Worth a couple months ago too.
Yes, but we're looking forward to this event for the holidays. And indoors.
It's indoors. It's just that Cirque spectacle. As Paulette mentioned, the costumes, the music, it's just the performances, and then the storyline that I think most folks can relate. Who doesn't know 'Twas the Night Before?
Yes. I like the fact that it is family friendly as well. So what age would you suggest?
Oh, ages 2 and up can come. I mean, it's very family friendly. We've got some group offerings, so if you again go to the access.com Cirque Twas page, you'll see there's a Girl Scout night, so if there are Girl Scouts, we have some group offerings. If somebody wants to bring a church group or just a group of folks, we've got offerings for 10 and up, some discounts. We also are going to run a Black Friday offering, Black Friday, Cyber Monday,
wow.
so it really, typically Cirque does not discount their tickets. And typically, as a promoter, you don't discount tickets on opening day, but
Right.
we will have an offering for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So if there is an interest, go to CirqueDuSoleil.com, sign up at the Club Cirque page, become a Cirque Club member, and then you'll get that offering that will start on Black Friday the 25th and go through Cyber Monday, that Monday. So I guess that's December.
We can come up with the date. We can come up with the date.
You have
No
to
worries.
cut that.
No
But through
worries.
Cyber Monday.
Right,
Yes.
Cyber Monday. That sounds exciting. Paulette, you've told us the story, and it's based on 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Is there anything else you want to entice us with?
Well, during the show, the music is beautiful, and as you know, you will hear a lot of familiar traditional Christmas songs, but they'll have a little bit of a Cirque twist to them, as well as there's some original music in there by Cirque du Soleil. So that'll be a lot of fun. But it's their first Christmas show, and it's something like you've never seen before, and not like your traditional Christmas shows.
Yes.
But you can start a new tradition, right?
That's
with them.
right. And we love doing that in Grand Prairie, starting new traditions, especially for the holidays.
Yes.
Celebrate family and being together. Paul, is there anything else you want to add?
I would just say come out and see the show, this engagement. It's limited. This Cirque Twas the Night Before is only playing in 4 markets. Grand Prairie is 1, Boston, Detroit, and Phoenix. So it is limited time. Come on out and see it. You'll have a great time. No regrets. Happy holidays.
Yes, and I'm so glad that you are bringing it to Grand Prairie, Texas, one of the 4. That's a great choice.
We are too, and I think Paulette and I are going to move to Grand Prairie for how much
Yes.
awesomeness there is going
Yes.
on in the city at this
Right.
time.
It is
Stuff
so
happening out here.
fabulous, and we'd love to have you. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you to our viewers for joining us. And may you have a very blessed Thanksgiving, and a reminder that it's happening in Grand Prairie.